Unpaid traffic tickets are a big problem in DC, and last week we told you that the Public Works Department reported millions in unpaid tickets last year. So we wanted to find out what's being done to fix that. Jess Arnold spoke with the council member in charge of that committee, and she joins us live right outside of DPW headquarters. Jess, what they have to say? Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, she says we need to invest more in the technology that we know works and try to start thinking creatively about how to hold dangerous drivers accountable. More than $889 million in unpaid tickets. That's what DPW says they saw in 2022.
It's an incredibly high number, and we should be concerned about that.
Ward 1 Councilmember Brianne Nadeau now chairs DC's Public Works Committee.
The public has been really clear about what they want to see here, and that's a focus on getting dangerous drivers and repeat offenders off the road.
DPW can boot and tow these drivers, and Nadeau says the technology is there to target repeat offenders.
I got to ride around with the person using the license plate reader. When there's a scofflaw vehicle, that's one with unpaid fines, it pops up like a big alert on the screen so that we can call for a boot or a tow. The technology is actually with us. It's just making sure that as a government, we're prioritizing safety when we think about parking enforcement.
DPW shared in a FOIA request that in 2022, they booted about 783 cars a month. They also shared that at the beginning of this month, there were more than 780,000 boot-eligible vehicles. That means they were only able to boot about 1.2% of them. On the mayor's part, Bowser announced in last week's budget proposal that they also plan to start adding the approved 342 automated traffic enforcement cameras this year. They're estimating that'll bring in $578 million. Nadeau wants to make sure that money is going to traffic safety.
One of the challenges that we're going to have in this budget, however, is that the mayor has chosen to take the automated traffic enforcement revenue that council had designated for Vision Zero and other safety measures and disperse it throughout the government for her other priorities instead. And so we're going to be very focused as a body on how to reverse that and put those funds back where they belong, which is keeping roads safe and keeping people safe.
And Jess, another issue that we talk a lot about with traffic enforcement seems to be reciprocity, meaning there aren't really consequences for Maryland and Virginia drivers who don't pay those automated tickets they get in DC. What did the council member have to say about that?
Yeah, she said this is really a huge issue that they're facing. And in one of the oversight hearings that they had earlier, she said DPW told them that most of the cars that they were booting were from Maryland and Virginia. So clearly, this is something they have to try to think differently about. She says we have to figure out another way to hold those drivers accountable because she doesn't anticipate reciprocity coming in anytime soon. So she says we got to figure out how to go beyond just those automated tickets. In Northwest DC, Jess Arnold, WUSA 9.